All right, gang, how's everybody? Doing good? So how's your week going so far? Thumb gauge? Got some sideways, we got a down, got a up. Sideways is happening? Okay, we got a down. Man, I hate that for you guys, but man, thank you guys for being here. Parents, we got a few new parents joining us. Not a whole lot, but we got a few. So that's good. Thank you so much for being here. So those of you who were here last week, you students, you know we started talking about bullying. And last week we talked about just bullying in general, like why people bully, the attitude behind it, and things of that sort. And then we also talked about the attitude that we are to have as how we view bullying and how we treat those who bully. And tonight we're going to be focusing on the concept, and I told you this last week, on cyberbullying. Now here's the deal. Our culture does a good job, I think, of helping you students become successful adults. They provide you, we have an education, okay? We have other tools in life that help you become a successful adult one day. But one of the things our culture does not do, I don't think our culture really, and I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm not saying that they have to, but our culture doesn't do a good job of helping you learn how to use a smartphone, and it surely doesn't help you learn how to really handle social media. Now, when I say teach you how to use a smartphone or a cell phone, I'm not talking about like how to turn it on, how to open up an app. I'm talking about like how to really use it and be smart and be wise and be God-honoring with your phone and with social media. And so that's one of the things that our culture does not do. Now, social media can be a good thing, can also be a bad thing. Now, how many of you in here, you have social media? Some level, some platform of social media, okay? All right, how many Facebookers do we have in the room? Facebook? All the old people raise their hand. How many of you Snapchat? You snap?
I don't have any friends on Snapchat.
Okay. Instagram? How many Instagram people we got? Anybody else? I mean, how many of you have a platform to... TikTok? TikTok. Oh, we're gonna have to get the TikTokers. We're gonna have to Twitter. Anybody tweet Twitters? Listen, I love Twitter. Twitter is my favorite. It's easy. It's the most simple. Not a bunch of junk on it. I love it. It's my favorite. But nobody's on there. I'm like, where's everybody at? Huh? Oh, I will look her up. I mean, I follow a lot of ministries and a lot of news on Twitter just because, like, none of my friends are on there. I wish they were because, again, it's just simple. It's just right there. There's no little fluff to it. Pretty easy stuff. But they have this one out at a couple. Caleb, you may have to help me on this one. I think the name of it is, it starts with a P. And it's a new social media platform that they're really pushing towards. It's a new social media platform, Caleb, that starts with a P. It's supposed to be one that allows anybody, regardless of political affiliation, to be able to exercise their First Amendment and not be censored. Who? No, that's not it. But anyhow. It doesn't really matter. So here's what I thought we would do, because we're talking about cyberbullying. What What is cyberbullying? Okay? So, I mean, we're here talking about that. I mean, I told you we were talking about it. I've been telling you we're going to talk about it. So, what is it, right? So, I mean, because you can get a lot of definitions on what kind of the approaches to it, but I just kind of boiled it down to a definition of cyberbullying is any form of harassment online or through social media. Now, this can look different. Cyberbullying, because it's harassment online or through social media, it can come in all kind of different forms, okay? Like posting rumors about somebody. That can be cyberbullying. Threatening someone, making sexual remarks, sharing someone's personal information, using hate speech, racial slurs, jokes, things like that. Those are just some examples. I mean, we can spend here a while listing examples of what cyberbullying is, but that's just kind of how it is. I mean, that's what it is. It's how it is. And now, I will say this, though. Cyberbullying doesn't have to be something pretty out there in your face, okay? It doesn't have to be like that. A lot of times, I don't even know a lot of times, but I know sometimes it can be something subtle, like an emoji sent. Like someone wants to call you a snake, so they're going to send you the snake emoji. I mean, or, ugly, so they're going to send you an ugly face. I mean, that's just kind of how that works. And so they kind of get a little sneaky with it. Like, okay, I'm not going to use profanity. I'll just kind of do this little subtle jab, little bullying through sending you something like that. So why does this matter? I mean, why spend time talking about cyberbullying? Why spend a whole night? I mean, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, is it? Tell me, students, is it big of a deal? Does it happen? Huh? Yeah? It happens? Parents, there's a reason a lot of reasons that I wanted parents to come, and you'll kind of see all that unfold as we make our way through this. Parents, when your child went to 6th grade, the possibility of suicide increased dramatically, just going from 5th to 6th. And then each year it goes up more and more. With each passing year, your student, they change schools. Listen, they went from 5th grade, top of the food chain at school, to the bottom of the food chain at middle school. And middle school is merciless, brutal. Public schools, middle school is brutal. So they went from, innocent elementary school, top of the food chain, bottom of the food chain, brutal middle school, getting eaten alive, seeing and hearing things they never thought even existed, okay? And then they finish middle school, and then they have to change school again, go to high school. Now that's if you don't move. If you move any, then you got some adjustments where they have to, they go to different schools. Another thing is bodies start changing. Minds start thinking different stuff. Puberty comes along at some point. So you got that factor. Another issue you have is you have responsibilities start increasing some. And so you got all these factors that play a role in why a student's self-esteem is on the chopping block all the time from 6th grade up. And all the adults in the house, you know as well as I do, it doesn't change even when you're 40. Self-esteem lives with you forever. I mean, let's just be honest, adults. We buy the clothes we buy. We wear the outfits we wear. We do things because we want to make sure that we're presentable and we look good. self-esteem. We want our self-esteem to be good. I mean, not even 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds wake up, hey, I want to be a loser. I want to look terrible. I want a low self-esteem. I'm a dirtbag. I mean, nobody does that. Everybody wants a good self-esteem, be encouraged, right? I mean, this is what happens. It's what we do. And so it doesn't change. But it starts really increasing once they get in 6th grade. In fact, Caleb sent me this a minute ago. So why does it matter? A warning for parents. He screenshotted this and sent it to me. There's a video of a man taking his life is circulating on TikTok. And here's the deal. You students, you're like, dang, bro. Like, some of you are like, that was way cool. And then some students are like, oh, I can't unsee that. It's a mixed kind of emotions all over the place. Right? See, and here's the deal. This self-esteem issue is what we're going to be focusing on this school year. I know you guys have already been in school a few weeks, but listen to me. It's what we're going to be focusing on this school year. So you guys, if not all of you, you should have all figured out or heard by now that this coming Sunday night we start some youth Bible studies. The guys, we're going to go through how to be a man, pursuing Christ-centered masculinity. Girls, you're going to be going through Defined, a study called Defined. And there's a reason we're doing that. We're doing that because all this focuses on you pursuing God's view of you. You developing self-esteem and identity through the lens of God versus the lens of culture. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's a method to the madness. We're doing these kind of things. We're going to be doing this all school year. So before the Thanksgiving holiday break, holiday time, we're going to be focusing on those 2 studies, and then afterwards in January we're going to kick off a couple more kind of follow-ups to them to try to help middle school, high school students figure out this whole self-esteem thing. Okay. And so I really hope you'll tune into that. So we got self-esteem, right? But here's the issue. Those of you who are on social media, you know this already. Social media just amplifies self-esteem issues. Because what social media does is it exposes your flaws. I mean, you're checking things out, right? And you're like, oh, man, bro. I'm a loser. Man, I don't look as pretty as that girl. Man, that guy's swole. That guy getting all the ladies. What in the world? I can't get a girl to look at me. Self-esteem. Man, I can't look like that. And here's the deal. It changes a little bit for adults. We don't look at social media like, we don't always look at it and go, man, I wish I had a body like that. See, I gave that up years ago. I'm like, go for it, bro. I'm married, happily married, 3 kids. I'm old. I don't care. Bald, fat. Man, I'm up. Teenagers, though, they're like, oh, dang. Whoa. Man, I can't look like that. And then the other thing is, you got people on social media saying, dang, why'd you wear that outfit? You post a picture like you think you're looking cute, right? And they'll be like, why'd you wear that? Because I'm about to come punch you in the face. I mean, that's why I wore that. What's up? Not really, but you want to do that. You just want to. But so it amplifies it. So when a student is bullied, here it feels like their world's crashing in. It feels like their world's crashing in, and in some cases they panic. And parents, I hate to to be the bearer of bad news, but a lot of times students will not go to their parents when they're being bullied or cyberbullied even. And the reason is because this is what they're thinking. If I tell mom or dad that I'm being bullied, they might think Instagram or whatever social media platform is too dangerous and will take my phone away and make me become an Amish person who has no friends and we make our own butter. Not really the butter part, but the other part, mom and dad's going to take my phone. It's the end of the world. I'm not going to have any friends. I'm going to lose all my friends because I don't have my cell phone. That's what they're going to think. So, parents, please understand, a lot of times the student is not going to come to the parent because they think that that's what's going to happen. They're going to be punished for someone else bullying them. You with me? So we have to figure this whole thing out, like what are we going to do with that? We just going to continue to let that happen, and I'm kind of hoping not. So if you want your student to come to you, if you want your child to come to you when they're bullied, cyberbullied, or anything like that, we have to make sure we take the right approach. And I want to be careful and not say change, because I don't know what approach you're taking, but that's not the approach. I would encourage you not to take that approach where you say, listen, if you get bullied, I'm taking your phone away. Instagram's of the devil. You're not ever getting back on there again until you're 50. Not to take that approach, but to kind of take this one. If someone is harassing you, I won't take your phone away in an effort to save you from being bullied. Instead, I will help you navigate through this. We're gonna make our way through this deal. We're gonna work it out. Okay, we're gonna figure out why this is happening. Now, parents, listen. At the end of the day, you're the parent. You know what's best for your child. You know when they're ready for social media and when they're not. My kids, our rule now. My oldest is 22. My oldest daughter is soon to be 21. Lauren, she's 18. She's our youngest. Our rule was you didn't get a phone till you were in 6th grade at least. Well, now, you got kids 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. They got iPhones. They're all over the place with it. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not judging any parent. That they, as a parent, they do what they feel is best for their child, right? So we did that. Now, when it came to social media, we also had some things like there was some things that we set up to say, okay, there's certain things you can get, certain things you can't. So parents, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for your child. You know what's best for your family. And I think kind of taking the approach of, you know what, I want to coach my kids. I want to coach my children on how to do this, because Caleb and I were talking earlier. You can live with your head in the sand and say, we're going to turn Amish, no cell phones ever. Okay? No social media. You're not getting social media ever. Here's the problem with that. That's where our world is. Everything in our world is on social media. At some point, when your child moves out of your home, they're going to have social media. So when they get to that point that they have social media when they're 40, have they been coached on what to do? How to handle social media? How to handle cyberbullying? If you've not coached them up and you've told them they just can't have it, at some point they're going to get it, because it's everywhere. So at that point, you want them to be prepared for social media. You want them prepared for cyberbullying. So start now. Students, if you don't have social media, don't be going home at night, I'm getting social media, because you're going to get right there. Yeah. Nick said, the pastor said, I'm saying your parents, that's your parents' call, and they know you. So that's their decision. Parents, I'm saying we need to coach them up. We don't need to just drop the hammer and say, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying if you drop the hammer, none whatsoever, at some point they're going to get it. It's going to happen. So you can decide, okay, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to turn a blind eye and let them just coach themselves with cyberbullying and social media, or I'm going to coach them. I'm going to help them. So tonight, I want to give you some practical steps. It's not a Bible study. We're just talking about some practical steps on what you can do as it relates to cyberbullying. And there's two things we want to talk about, okay? So we're talking about what do we do with this? Okay, what do we do with social media everywhere? Everybody's got phones. How many of you have a smartphone? Yeah. Everywhere. How many of you have a flip phone? Anybody got a flip phone? Some of you are like, flip phone? What is that? Old school, jitterbug. There you go, jitterbug. So, what do we do? Okay? There's two angles we want to approach this whole concept of cyberbullying. One is being proactive, okay? Proactive. Listen to me. With social media, it's not if, it's when. Okay, it's not if someone comes after you, it's when. Now, when I say proactive, I mean you're taking steps. You're not sitting back waiting for something to happen. Okay? Proactive is you lock your doors at your house at night or when you're not home, right? You lock your vehicle. You're taking proactive steps because you don't want to wait till someone breaks in your house or steals your car or breaks in your car and then say, oh, now I'll start locking my stuff up. No, you take proactive steps to do those things to prevent it, right? So as it comes to being proactive, Megan's going to come up and share with us a little bit like how can we do that with some of these different platforms. Like one of the ways to be proactive, the first way is make your accounts private, okay? Make your social media accounts private. Let me make sure I got this on. So Megan's going to talk to us. By the way, this is my son's wife, Megan, if you've never met her. Megan. So, and the little plug here, Megan's going to be leading the high school girls discussion that we're starting this coming up Sunday night, okay?
Yeah, you don't know me that well.
Yeah.
You don't know me that well yet, but that's really cool for you. Just so you know. Okay, so how many people had Facebook? Not that many people? Okay.
Old
that
people.
One's pretty simple. If you have it, it's in your settings. And you do that when you set it up. If you don't have one and you get one, when you set up a Facebook, you just set it to private. It's an option like in the steps that you follow. Okay, I know a lot of people have Instagram. And how many of your accounts are already private? I hope everybody that has Instagram raises their hand. Because when you have a private Instagram, it doesn't let just anybody see your posts. It makes it where only people that you allow can see them. And it doesn't let random people that you don't know send you DMs, send you messages. And that can be kind of sketchy. Because, when I first made an Instagram, I didn't really understand, because I was, 15. I didn't understand and it was, the first time Instagram ever came out, and we were like, ooh, Instagram. And I didn't have it set as private, and I got all these random messages from people I didn't know. And I was like, this is super sketchy. I don't know you. Why can you send me a message if you don't know who I am? I don't know who you are. And then, we figured out how, okay, we need to set it as private. And then it's like Facebook. You approve who is your friend. You approve who follows you. And only they can see your stuff and send you messages. So it kind of filters what you see on your feed. It filters the people that see your stuff. Snapchat. How many people have Snapchat? I'm going to ask you again because now I can see your faces. Snapchat's a big one. A lot of people have it, and there's a lot of different settings on it that are important to keep you safe and keep your stuff yours. Now, I know you know Snapchat works. When you send it, they see it for 10 seconds or 5 seconds or till they click off of it, however you set that up, and then it's gone. And they see your story for 24 hours, and then it's gone, or however you set that up too. But how many of you have your Snap Maps location on? Your Snap Maps location. I don't know if you can see mine. This is me standing on my little map. Some people can see it, but some people can't. I personally have my Snap Maps location. I don't have it set to ghost mode. I have it where my little sister, who's 19 years old, can see it. I have it where Chandler can see it because I'm weird and I think it's cool that I can see both of our little Bitmojis floating around on the map. But I don't have it where all my friends can see it because not everybody needs to know where I am. Not everybody needs to see, oh, she's at home or she's at McDonald's or whatever. So in your settings, the people that can see your location, you can set it to ghost mode, which is nobody can see it at all. Or there's an option for my friends where just your friends can see it. Or you can say all your friends except for these people or only these friends. So you want to pay attention to that. Talk to your parents because they might not want you to have anybody seeing your location. So it's important to talk to them and not just say, I'm going to let all my friends see my location, because you don't know who might be seeing your location on the other end of your friend's phone. It might not just be them that is seeing that. They might be showing it to other people, and you don't have any control over that because you're not there. It's not your phone. So talk to your parents. See what they want you to do. If they have Snapchat too, they might want to see your little Bitmoji floating around out there because they might be weird like me and think that's cool. Also with Snapchat, this is also important. There is an option for who can contact you. And your two options for that are everyone or your friends. And I know you probably understand this. When somebody adds you on Snapchat, when they add you from, you gave them your username, they added you from QuickAdd, or your friend posted a story and tagged you in it and they added you from that, if you don't accept them and you have it set to only your friends can contact you, you can't get their message because you didn't accept their friend request, so you can't get their message. And again, I was around when Snapchat first came out and got some weird stuff from people you didn't even know because somehow they got your username, God only knows where, and they sent you a message. You're like, I don't know who these people are. I don't know why they're messaging me. They don't even know me, so this is weird. But if you have it set to where just your friends can send you messages, only the people you accept can send you messages. And, when people add you, it sends you a notification. So-and-so added you by QuickAdd, by from somebody tagging you in a post or something. Let me see what else is on here. Viewing your story. And your story you posted, it's there for 24 hours. You can make sure. Okay, it has everyone. So that's another thing. People that add you and you don't add them back, if you have it set to everyone, anybody, whoever's on there can see your story. And even now, I have all mine set to just my friends, and sometimes some weird Snapchats add me, and I don't know who they are. And a lot of times it'll say added by snap code, and that means that they had your exact username and searched it, and that's weird. Why do you know that? But they can't see my story. They can't see anything I post because I have it set to just my friends can see it. So it's also important for your privacy and for your safety because you don't want random people that you don't know and that don't know you seeing what you post, seeing pictures of you and your friends that you're at the beach or whatever. That's important. You don't want just anybody seeing that. I just saw something that I needed to also mention. Oh, your Snapchat username. How many of you have your Snapchat username in your Instagram bio? Nobody? You guys are so smart. Don't put your Snapchat name in your Instagram bio. If somebody wants your Snapchat username, they'll ask you for it, I promise. You don't have to put it in your Instagram bio because that is public to anybody that looks at your Instagram profile. You've pulled up people to follow that are private, and you have to request to follow them on Instagram. If their Snapchat username's in their bio, you can try to add them from that. So I just think it's important that you don't put it out there, because that's one of those ways that random people get your username and can add you and send you weird stuff. And it's not super cool. Let me see. Oh, one thing I forgot about Instagram. When you post pictures, how many of you have posted a picture and put your location on it? Like tagged your location on it? Okay, I do it too. That's cool that you do that, because like I like to see like what towns you visit, what places you go. But don't put like you stayed at the Holiday Inn in St. Augustine, because that's not safe. Like even after you've gone home and you're posting like from your trip that you just got home from, don't post that you stayed at the Holiday Inn in St. Augustine or that you ate at Zachary's in Brunswick. Like don't put that, because that's giving people too much of an exact location of where you were or where you're at, and it's not safe, and it's just not smart. Like I posted a picture on Instagram a couple days ago. Me and Chandler went to Savannah, and I put Savannah, Georgia as my location. But I didn't put that we stayed at whatever the name of our hotel was, or that we ate at wherever it was we ate. Like I didn't put that, because I didn't put that what street we were on and all that, because I didn't want people to know that. Like that's not safe for me to put my exact location out there, and that goes along with not putting your location on your Snap Maps. Yes.
Can I just add something to that?
Yes.
Not for Snap, but Facebook. You should never post vacation pictures until you get back home.
Right. Facebook's weird, and it like attaches your location without giving you that option a lot of times. I know a lot of you don't have Facebook, but just a tip for parents, like it attaches your location, so I probably wouldn't post it till I got back. I know I've done it like on vacation and stuff before, but that also lets people know that your house is empty, and that's not smart either. Anybody have any questions? If you don't know how to set your settings, you can ask me and I'll help you. Oh, I forgot TikTok. I just remembered TikTok. Set your TikTok accounts to private. Not everybody needs to see your funny TikTok dances and whatnot. I saw this a while ago while I was looking at TikTok. In your settings, okay, you go to privacy. There is a button for allow your videos to be downloaded. And you know how you see people share TikTok videos on their Instagram story or on Snapchat or put them on Facebook or whatever. They're downloading them and putting them on there. And I've shared TikTok videos like that too. So I personally would not set your stuff like that. If you're private, I would assume that it works to only the people that you let see your videos be able to download it, but I'm not 100% positive. So I probably just wouldn't do that just to be safe, because you don't want people that don't know you getting your videos off of TikTok and sharing them random places, because that's not safe.
Also, you don't want them seeing kids stuff anyway, because there's creeps out there that
Yeah.
want to see kids.
Yeah. Yes, and then there's settings for who can send you direct messages, which should just be your friends and people that can duet with you and all that stuff. So I would pay attention to that. I just saw this earlier. There's a button on your settings and stuff on TikTok called family pairing. Not really sure how it works. Hadn't played with it, just saw it was a thing. But when you click on it, it has you... Come on. It has you pick who's using this particular TikTok account, whether it's a parent or a teen. Might be something to check into as to, like, keep you safe, let your parents know what's going on your TikTok and all that kind of stuff. I don't really know how it works, but it's probably a good idea to check into it. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Megan. So here's the deal. Basically, it's being smart. The more stuff you throw out there, the more unsafe you become. The more stuff you throw, plastering your snap code everywhere, not making your stuff private, adding your location, your specific location. I mean, that just opened yourself up for people finding you, bullying you, and all that kind of stuff. So be smart, be wise with it. Parents, I really encourage you to do a lot of digging and researching on TikTok. Man, TikTok scares me. It really does. TikTok does. Snapchat's come a long way from when it first came out. But as with anything, it can be evil. It can be good. You just got to be smart with it. Again, parents, we're talking about being proactive. Like you being involved with this situation with your students, but then also students, you being smart. Man, the students, listen to me. I know you think you're bulletproof. Man, ain't nobody going to kidnap me. Ain't nobody going to bully me. I'm telling you, happens all the time. You're not invincible. I mean, you're special in the eyes of God, but you're not special in social media world. So it's very possible you could be opening yourself up to something. So be smart, be wise with it. All right? The second part of being proactive is this. Avoid open door apps. Now, open door apps are where you can make an account. You have this app where you create an account and then you attach it to your social media accounts. So your social media account might be private, but you've attached this open door app to it where anonymous people all over the world can look into it. And so you got to be careful with that. I mean, it's happening. It's a growing thing. And right now, it's not the most popular, but there's a popular one called Saraha. The Saraha one is, again, it's a platform. People go online, they sign up, create an account, attach it to the Snapchat, Instagram, whatever they have, TikTok, and anonymous people can go on there and find you and just comment and make all kind of comments towards you. So you got to be careful about that. After school is one, Curious Cat. Those are just some that are kind of out there that you hear about and you read about where students are doing that. So be very careful to avoid these open door apps because you don't want to be setting your stuff private and you attach this app to it and it makes everybody in the world be able to look at your stuff. So again, being smart. It's avoiding anything that is going to just put you out there to people that don't know you. Social media. With me? You're socializing with your friends, your people, not with some dude in Africa, China, whatever it is. You're socializing with your friends. Make sure that you're being smart. So, and you may be thinking, why would people do that? Okay, why would anyone do that? There is, for a lot of people, man, there's this thrill of getting comments and likes by people they don't know. Girls, you post this cute picture, right? You got this cute outfit on. Your hair is all did up good, makeup on point, and like, click, like, double tap, like. And you're like, dang, I done got like 10 likes. Dang, I done got 50 likes. The more the likes, you're like, okay, I'm going to keep posting some stuff like that because we know the goal is all about the number of likes. Well, what about the people out there that don't know you? They're just tapping, messing with your self-esteem. So be smart about this. Don't be putting yourself out there where anonymous people can leave comments and connect with you on your social media. Don't be using these open door apps, okay? So that's being proactive. Again, parents, students, you're like, oh, okay, instead of me just creating an Instagram account and just starting posting pictures or snapping whatever, I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to privacy settings. I'm going to make sure things are private. I'm not using open door apps. I'm not going to do that so anonymous people can connect with me. I'm going to be wise on it. I'm going to be smart with that. I'm not throwing my snap code all over the world. I'm not plastering it to everybody. I'm not renting a billboard with my snap code on it right there on 341. You know, I'm being smart. I'm going to keep it just to the people I know. I'm not putting my snap map out there where some hunk of a guy can try to find you and date you. Some of you guys are like, man, I want a girl. I'm going to put my location on there. She come find me. All right. Second thing I want to talk about is being reactive. So, we talked about ways to be proactive. Settings, being secure, being smart, not using open door apps, how to make the settings right. But what happens when you're cyberbullied? What happens when it does happen? What do? How do you react to it? And let me say this. What the worst thing to do is nothing. That's the worst thing to do, is to do nothing. And just hope it don't go, and hope it goes away. Well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not telling parents. I ain't telling my friends. I ain't telling nobody. Well, that's the worst thing to do because it can snowball. It can morph into stuff that you don't want to happen. And so when you're harassed and bullied, it's time to be reactive. It's time to do something. Now, here's some things that I want to encourage you to do. If you've experienced cyberbullying, some things to do. How do you react to it? Don't feed the trolls. What do I mean? Don't comment to them. Don't reply to them. Don't engage with them. Don't interact with them. Someone's harassing you on social media, do not fuel them. Because I know some of you may be like, bro, for real, there's people like this? I'm telling you there are. There are people in the world that love just to mess with people, just to fire people up, just to dog them out, just to get them mad, get them angry, get them down on themselves. Like we talked about last Wednesday, some people bully because they have an inward problem with their own self, and so they lash out at others. So don't fuel that. It's just putting gas on a fire if you comment to those kind of people. If they're trolling you and they're commenting and they're bullying you, and you comment and you engage with them, that's all you're doing is just fueling them. Don't comment, ignore them. Okay, and I know you're thinking like, well, wait a minute, bro, you just said make sure we do something, don't stay inactive, but now you're saying, don't comment, yes. I'm not saying engage with them. You're doing something by ignoring them and not commenting. Okay? So don't comment, don't feed them. Don't feed them. Another thing to do is delete the comments. Man, listen, Instagram, now you know how it works. Snap's a little different. Instagram, someone comments on your post, all your other friends can see it. Whether they do a subtle emoji where they're making a dig at you or they're bullying you with some other kind of comment, everybody who's on your Instagram feed can see that. So if it's a bad comment, delete it. Just take it out. Don't engage with them. Don't, because sometimes when they fire us up, what do we want to do? Yeah, them claws come out, right? Wow, we fitting to fight. Don't, all right? Delete the comments. Don't engage with them. But here's another one. Block and report. If someone is harassing you on social media, block them. I know you're like, but I want to be a witness to them. I want them to know about Jesus. There comes a time where you just have to trust that someone else is going to tell them about Jesus. I'm just being honest. You have to be wise. You have to protect yourself. Man, that's being mean. No, it's not. It's you being safe. It's you being smart. It's you not throwing yourself out there and messing with your self-esteem. You may have to block them sometimes. How many of you ever had to block somebody? Okay. Man, sometimes you gotta block them. You're like, bro, man, this is poison in my life. This is not beneficial at all. I got to block them. But listen, I want to. The reason I put block in report is if you just block them, then what are they going to do? They'll talk behind your back, but they're going to go to somebody else. They're going to keep doing it. And by the way, if they're harassing you, bullying you, they're doing it to other people too. So if you just block them, that's not, who cares? Just block me. They blocked me. Report them, okay? Report them through to whoever, whatever platform you're using. Instagram, Snapchat, and if you need, by the way, if you need help with any of that, which I doubt you do, but if you need help figuring out how to report people on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, man, get with me, get with Megan, get with somebody. Most of your parents probably can figure it out. They know, but block, report. Do not just let that block sit there. If someone's harassing you, take action. Drop the hammer, block them, but also report them. You don't need that type of negativity in your life. That's just the bottom line. So be smart about that. If you're bullied, man, react, not in an ugly way, but you react by not feeding the trolls. Don't give them any more fuel. They love that. And then make sure that you delete the comments. Don't leave them on there. Don't let people see them, because then that creates drama. Like, hey, girl, did you see that comment so-and-so made on your Instagram? Or do you get the text, your phone start blowing up? Did you see what that girl said? Next thing you know, you're on Jerry Springer. So much drama going on. You're like, man, what in the world's happening? Don't do that. Don't feed them. Just delete the comment. Don't even create the drama. Now, some of y'all like drama. Be honest. Some of y'all like drama. Some of y'all need to get rid of drama. Don't create drama. Listen, drama just starts by itself sometimes, so don't fuel it. Just eliminate it. Delete the comments and report and block. All right, parents. I told Caleb I was going to make this claim up front, and I should have said it up front. The goal for tonight was probably not give you anything you didn't already know. I mean, I didn't want to waste your time, but I wanted to be an encouragement to you to be proactive in the life of your child when it comes to smartphone and when it comes to social media. Coach them. Walk with them through this kind of stuff. Figure out how to make sure they're managing this social media stuff right. And I hope this becomes a great way, a great starting point for you and your child to have conversation about it. If cyberbullying happens, I hope you approach it in such a way where your student feels comfortable coming and talking to you about it. And rather than, oh man, my mom is going to wig out. I'll lose my phone for a year. Or I'll get whipped, whatever it may be, grounded. I hope it starts dialogue where you guys navigate these roads together and figure out what to do. Because like I told you, they're going to have it at some point. Some point your child's going to have social media. So either you coach them now, students, if you don't have social media, don't feel like this ain't for you, because some point you're going to get it. You'll have social media. Be smart, be wise with your settings, be wise what you do with it, be God honoring your parents and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you do that. So parents, I hope this has been an encouragement from the standpoint of that, not wigging out, not dropping a hammer, but how to help your child navigate. Because listen, I know how it works. I got 3, 18 and up. They got it all figured out. They don't need any parameters whatsoever. In fact, you try to put parameters on them. Well, you don't trust me? My kids, all 3 of them, will tell you, it ain't about me trusting them. I don't trust anybody else. Let's be honest. I don't trust people out there that I don't know. And those people are connected with my child on social media. I don't trust them. I trust my child, but I don't trust them. And so you want to make sure that's the message that is being communicated between you and your child is that I'm not punishing you because someone else messed with you. Now, if you did wrong, we'll address that. But if you're being cyberbullied and you're being harassed, that's not your fault. I'm not going to punish you by taking away your phone, taking away your social media. We're going to figure this out. We're going to delete comments. We're not going to feed the trolls. We're going to report and block. We're going to navigate these things. And I know some of you are like, but that's just too much stuff. Why don't we just say no social media? Well, let me know how that works out. So as we close, I want to leave you with a couple more thoughts, okay? Kind of encouragements. Stay connected. Parents, stay. Yes. Joseph. Good. Good to know. So stay connected, parents. Know what apps your children have on their phone. Listen, my kids, the rule in my house was until you are out of the house or out of school, paying for your own phone, then I won't do your phone check. But if I'm paying for your phone and you're still in school, I'm going to check your phone. So my kids would roll up in the house, phone check, hands in the air. Lydia, my oldest daughter, she'd be like, I didn't do anything, I swear I didn't do nothing. I swear to God, Daddy, I didn't do nothing. Chandler, phone check. What you got to check my phone for? Good gracious. Hang on, let me close out of these 50 apps I got open. He's hiding stuff. Lauren's like, whatever. Gosh, you don't trust me? Phone check, stay connected. Know what they're using. Listen, students, I'm on your side too. But if your parents are paying for the phone, they got a right to check what's on your phone. So I don't apologize for it. If I'm paying for it, phone check. The other cool thing, and maybe Android has this as well, iPhones, you set up a family deal, okay, through iTunes, through the iPhone. And so any apps, there has to be permission to download an app, whether it's free or paid. So that's beautiful. Love that. Lauren, why do you want this this app? Because it deals with makeup. Well, how do I know that some creep's not on there? Stay connected. Know what's going on. All right, now this is a great one. Phone contract. Phone contract. Now, parents, here's the deal. I did not do a written contract with my kids. I wish I would have, because some of my kids, they're all about changing the rules and bending the rules. You said, baby, did we say that? And we're so old, we don't know. Can't remember what we said, right? So if it's written, students, you know what it says. Mom and Dad know what it says. This is just a sample. I just typed up something. It's not intended to be a killjoy. It's just intended to put some guidelines and some parameters for your cell phone use to help you figure this thing out. Because again, I told you, culture doesn't coach you up on how to use one. Culture doesn't coach you up on how to be smart with a smartphone. It doesn't coach you up with how to handle social media. So, man, these cell phone agreements, man, they do a good job. It's just a sample. I'll make them available to you. If you want to look at one and create your own, you may look at some of these rules and go, okay, I'm not going to do that with my kid. That's fine. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's just a guide, something for you to look at. I'll put them right here. Parents, you can grab one when you go out. But I do think it's kind of neat to have. I really do. And I know some of you may be thinking, but my kid, like they've had a cell phone forever now. So, you paying for it? I ain't gonna make you do it, but it's just sit there if you want to. And then also be aware of fake share accounts. Now you know parents, students, you want to share an account with your parents, right? You want to have a shared Instagram account. Some of y'all like, I just want to have one. If I got to share with my parents, I'm just out. I don't even want one. I'm going to tell you, most people with Instagram, they got multiple accounts. How many of you have multiple Instagram accounts? Be honest. Raise your hand. In church, you'll get zapped. Yeah? Multiple Instagram accounts. So here's what will happen. Your child will have an Instagram account, and you'll know what it is, and you'll follow them, right? Your friends on Instagram, you follow each other. But because they don't want you as a parent to see what they post, they create another one that you don't know about. Finsta. Fake Instagram. Fake Instagram. Finsta. And that's what they'll do. So I'm just telling you, hey, how do you find that out, parent? You'll stumble across it. Phone check. Because here's what will happen. I pull up Instagram. All 3 Instagram accounts that I manage are right there. I can tap on any 3 of them. Oh, I done got all kind of stuff happening. What's up? But anyhow, so that's fake accounts that kind of got ahead of me, but that's okay. Share accounts. You may want to share an account. Especially if you have a student that is younger and you want to kind of help introduce them to social media and be smart with it. You say, okay, well, I'll let you have a social media account because your friends have one. Our youth ministry has an Instagram account. Church has a Facebook account. And we'll let you do that. And what we'll do is we'll make it and we'll share it together. So that way I can see what you're posting. You can see what I'm posting. It's accountability. Listen, accountability is good. People who have no accountability can't be trusted. I'm just being honest. So it's okay to have shared accounts. It's okay to be aware of fake accounts. Make sure that things are out there. Make sure you know they don't have these extra accounts that you don't know about. Okay? So we were having a discussion the other night. So rule in my house was you got to be 18 or older. If you wanted Snapchat, 18 or older, pay for your own phone. That was the rule. So we busted Chandler like 4 times. True story. Phone check. Dang, he knew it was. So then when I found out, you could do the whole thing where they have to ask to download an app. Well, here's what I didn't know. Once they already had the app, they didn't have to ask to re-download it. Sorry, rascal. It happens. It happens. And here's the thing. I'm not trying to police my kids. You're not trying to police them. You're trying to coach and trying to help them. I mean, you're just trying to, you're trying, students, listen to me. I know you think your parents are trying to be a killjoy sometimes. They're not. They love you. Nobody on planet Earth has your best interest at heart more than your parents. So when they do these guidelines and regulations and things and they parameters on you, it's not that they don't love you, it's that they love you. That's why they do it. That's why they want parameters. So be aware of it. All right, so we will, here's another thing I wanted to mention to you as we wrap this thing up. Caleb and I have been talking for quite some time now that we're going to do another session like this, parents and students, on how to keep your child safe online. I mean, Caleb and I are discussing some things, and I'm like, I had no idea the stuff that's out there. Now, I ain't talking about the junk on the internet. I'm talking about things that can help protect our kids from online. That's a whole different session. We're going to talk about that. Things that even help them to be able to access proper things on these, not just a computer. So it's all kind of things out there we're going to have a follow-up thing with that. But listen, at the end of the day, social media affects your self-esteem. Students, parents, it affects all of our self-esteem. So we have to be wise in what we're going to do with this, okay? Proactive, reactive. Put parameters in place, secure, okay? Don't throw your stuff out there. Reactive, don't feed the trolls. Delete the comments. Report, block. Make sure you're being wise on it, okay? All right, so let me pray for you guys, and then we'll be done. If you got any questions, I'll hang around. You can ask parents. Right there's the little sample thing you can grab on the phone contract. All right, let's pray. Lord, thank you so much for tonight. Thank you for bringing every one of these students and parents here. And God, I just pray that you would give us wisdom in how we raise our kids and we coach them and we help provide guidance through the cyberbully, the social media, the smartphone world that we live in. And so, God, I pray you'd give every one of these parents wisdom that they need. God, I pray for the students that they would comprehend why we as parents care so much and why we have guidelines. Help them be patient and understanding. So God, bless the rest of our week. Bless these students as they finish out the school week. Protect them, keep them safe, give them health. And we pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.